earlier Clark was saying that there wasn't a lot of carryover in his mind from the regular season. There was more carryover in the Bakersfield series, obviously. You guys played them quite a few times. But what do you take from the regular season against Abbotsford into the playoffs?
Yeah, man, I think we surprised them a little bit, especially game one, not today. I think we have a different style now. That because of the lineup we chosen. Starting with the playoffs, so we went a little bit heavier than skill, and I think Bakersfield and I think Abbotsford, we surprised both of them, and you can see it, so we want to keep that up, and those are big wins for us at home, and now we just have to make sure we're going to play the same way on the road.
You offered the explanation early in the playoffs that, hey, you wanted to go heavy, and so Chromiak and Pinelli were going to sit out. They would see some time at some point. Right now, is it just a matter of this is working, we're winning, we're going to keep riding it?
Pretty much, right? Never change the winning team. That's what I believe. Maybe not during the season, but playoffs. Guys they're dialed in, and as long as they're doing that and everyone doing their job, I'm not going to change. So. I do have a feeling that those guys will be a part one day, but as of right now, I think we're going to go to the same lineup.
What is it about Turcotte, who hasn't really played up on that line with Tynan and Fagemo previously, that you like about it?
Yeah, no, we actually tried it the last weekend of the regular season, and they had an outstanding game, and that's for us. Okay, we want to stay that way, and because we like that much, and that means, we were had to decide on a few sentiment, and that's why, unfortunately, Pinelli and Chromiak went out. So everything happened, I think, for the reason. I always believe that, and so far it worked out.
It seemed like Samuel Hellenius was kind of everywhere tonight too, frustrating guys, forcing turnovers. What'd you think about his play tonight and that line as a whole?
Yeah, no, David, the line been great. I think overall, honestly, we probably didn't play our best, but still, it's a good sign that those kind of games we got to get done too, and we get it done. But no, he's been a horse, not just in the playoffs, but I feel like the last 2-3 weeks in the regular season too. He's been really good.
Ray Clark said he felt that Eric Portillo has gotten stronger as the playoffs have gone on. Do you see it that way?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not gonna lie, we were all hoping he's gonna play the same way like the regular season, but playoffs is always a different animal. So, and he came even stronger. That's why again today he got the puck today again, and he was the best player. He kept us in the game early on, and he made some outstanding saves also in the second period. So, he's been outstanding.
You see a greater emphasis in shot blocking for your guys that they've kind of stepped up and know that in the playoffs that's what they have to do?
Yeah, no, and again, it's the forwards, it's the D. I think they know the little things are very important, and that's playoff hockey. We had a little bit of taste last year was not good enough, and I think told you guys, playoffs, that's how the players learn so much out of those games. It's unbelievable. Happened to me. I think it happened in this room. So those kind of games, you learn how to play the game the right way and without making mistakes, because it's going to cost you. So it's a good thing.
Back to Hellenius for just a second. It almost feels like Hellenius is better when Lee is on his wing, and Lee is better when Hellenius is the center. You're smiling, so I'm guessing you agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. And we had some a little bit of a different combination throughout the year, and but at the end of the day, it always comes back to those two. And they've been great. They have good sticks. They have good size. I trust them. I put them out against their top line. So, and even with Mordo on the other side, they made a nice little line there, and I've been very happy.
Obviously, you want to win every playoff game, but how important was it to come out of these first two with 2 wins?
Yeah, today, in any league, any playoffs, game one, it was over, and that's was my message the last few days. It's it's a 0-0 series again, and that second game is usually, it's a tough one, and it was again today, and it's a big difference going up 2-0 or tied it up in to go to their building. So no, we again maybe didn't play our best, but we got it done, and I thought it's huge for our hockey team.
Marco, the other night I told you patience was the word of the game for me. Tonight I thought it was discipline. Your thoughts on the discipline that you guys showed tonight?
Probably more in the third than the first two periods. But no, I reminded them Bakersfield third period, last game third period. They were one of our best periods in the playoffs. So, and we wanted to do it again today, and I think we did. We didn't give up much. Probably got lucky on Andre's goal there, but we didn't give up much. So I give my guys a lot of credit too.
Steven Santini and Taylor Ward, give me your thoughts on their games tonight.
Stevie, he's playing really strong. He took it to another level, I think, in the playoffs, and Wardo, I think he too. He's a battler. He reminds me a little bit of Toffoli a little bit. He's really good on the ball, and I more and more I trust him, and he's doing a good job. He can be physical too, and that's what I like about him.
I know you just said the third was probably maybe the best period, but it's the first time you guys have scored in the first period during the playoffs. I mean, how was that helping you guys to take an early lead instead of where it's kind of been even?
Yeah, I mentioned that before during the season. It always helps us, and every time we got behind, it seems like we always need a long time or we have trouble with it. So it's for us, we always want to come out strong and do not give up anything as possible and play hard against. And again, so far in the playoffs, first period's been okay.
You guys played a lot of close games in the regular season. Is there an emphasis to put teams away in the second and third period in playoffs as more so to not let it get close in the end?
Yeah, absolutely. That's where you get the calmness from, right? From those kind of games during the season, but the playoffs is always a little different. So that's another challenge. That's something guys have to learn, but they did carry it over from the regular season.